YouTubers, and thank you for tuning in to today's toy review. And today we're going to be taking a look at one Forklift product today. And yes, I'm finally back, and I can't believe it. I can't believe after a complete mindful, well, let's just say, map of relaxation stuff. Because hey, tell you what, I had a lot of panic and a lot of anger issues so far recently because of that stupid goddamn live streamer that started to take over my stupid career and job. Oh man, and I've got saliva on my tablet screen, which is never a good sign. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at one Forklift toy. And that toy is, do you remember I showed you that forklift? His name was Seth MacForklift, or Seth MacForklift, however it's called. There you go, that's the name. Obviously, did I show you properly? No, I didn't see it because it's already black. It's Seth MacForklift. As you can see, straightforward, a very strange interpretation of what this vehicle is supposed to be. It's a forklift truck. Looks totally amazing somehow, but then guess what? As he drives off, we've also got another forklift truck. And guess what? It's a brand new one. Come in, you big beauty. Look at her. Now, I'm not going to straightforward move the fork down because I think it's going to deteriorate her paint style. Strange enough, this is... What's her name? Oh, look at those creepy looking teeth, but her name is... what's her name? Is it Pochi Forkstein? It's the strangest name. I've named her Pochi Forkstein. I was going to call her Alex Forkstein, or I don't know, because maybe I could try and call her Forkstein. Well, yeah, I can move the little forklift thing. I could just straightforward fold these little tabs, the fork tabs, just to make them like an actual forklift truck. But yet again, hey, it's not actually doing the forklift type thing, and this thing there, I think on the other side, this piece here is about to break off. Hate to see that happen somehow, but it is meant to be a forklift truck. The wheels, this one here looks like it's about to fall apart my hands. It's not looking good somehow. I think there's a bit of paint as well. That's not very good. I'm off to probably like re-glue this girl right here. She's not looking very healthy in her condition wise. I'm off to probably, and also there's a bit of like black paint that has also started to jump out as well too, which is not a good sign. It's a much more recently made toy. I won't play with her that much a lot, but as you can see, she is straightforward, very much well made, apart from the wheels, which take a bit of time to dry up. But I'm probably guessing it's not the best I've made so far as a forklift truck toy. Her face is a little bit creepy. I'm up to probably like repaint her just a bit and give her like a tongue and extra details and whatnot, eh? But hey, this is Alex Forkstein, basically because actually it's Pochi Forkstein. Sorry, I'm just getting the names wrong here. There's the back detailing what looks like that. It's the same with all the other forklift trucks. The other forklift truck, that is Seth MacForklift. Strange enough, it's a very nice name, and I called that one Pochi Forkstein because she is definitely the wife of the other forklift truck. If I drive him away, there he is. Look at the size of that other forklift truck. Look how big she is versus the other one. You can actually see that she's much more larger, much more pinker. Look at that. You can also see, and also much more wider as well, and also a bit taller as well. Look at the wheels. They're also a bit bigger and chunkier than what we saw on Seth MacForklift. See that? It's a very brilliant example, and as I did, like look at the wheel comparison. You can see how small Seth MacForklift is, and look how big Pochi Forkstein is. Look how big she is. See, she's also a bit bigger and a bit taller, and also a bit more boxy and a bit chunkier than the other one there. But also look how redefined her forklift arms and also those slots are. You can see how nicely detailed this toy is. Obviously it's all bland and pink, but I don't think it's that, let's just say it's that as neat compared to like Seth MacForklift. The back side of it is straightforward, a lot much more bolder. You can see how bold and bright the black is versus Seth MacForklift's grey detailing on the back there. And then look at the windows. They're not the best painted. Obviously, as always, as per usual, it's not the most best painted out of all of the forklift trucks that I've made so far. But that's okay, because that's what it's meant to be like. The only things I feel like which are missing on these two forklift trucks are the door detailings on the sides, which would have been a fairly nice thing. And of course they don't have lights, which is strange considering they are forklift trucks. Also, they're pretty much based on the Disney Pixar Cars toys. To be honest, that girl looks more like a male. Bit strange, isn't it? But hey, don't get me wrong. That forklift truck looks relatively big, and on the bottom here, you can see it's copyright 2025. I think it's made in the UK and China, because there's like two countries in how this thing has been made. It's a wonderful vehicle, but I think it's still relatively new, so I might just straightforward do a little bit of her wheels to try and refix the wheels back again, because they are relatively loose, because this is a much newly made vehicle. As you can see, she's starting to fall apart out of my hands, and also the fact that those wheels are, they're not that great. I'm off to straightforward think about fixing her, but I won't feature that in another video because this product is already as good as it is. It's not as great as I initially thought it would be, but it is quite a very nice looking vehicle. Actually, just give me a sec to try and refix her just a bit. The wheels are in good nick, but I think they're a bit newish. That's why she's straightforward falling apart in my hands. It's not the best I've felt so far. Let me just refix her again, and also the paint is also not that great as well too, and I'm also causing a bit of mispainting as well too, which is not a good sign as well. So I know there's nothing that much I can just straightforward just show you properly, but I'm just straightforward doing it very carefully and very, very gently, of course. I don't have to prod it very, very nicely. There you go. This is what I can do from the time being. I'm just going to repaint her wheel section. Basically, her tire section is actually straightforward. Not that great. Anyways, I might as well just show you how it's like. Okay, I'm actually back at my painting facility here, and I'm also straightforward re-gluing some of the bits I'm trying to implement. I'm just trying to implement these areas. I need a very good glue section here. I can just implement a bit of glue right over here, and I think that one section of glue is also not being put up properly, so I might as well just add some more glue, which actually hasn't been added properly here. So I'm just gonna basically re-glue this, and also try and paint a bit of this gently as well. I might also apply a bit of black as well. As you can see, the wheel section, and there's also a bit of black paint that's also interfering as well too. What I'm going to do is straightforward rinse the paint like so, and actually change it into much more of a pinkish style. Let me try and repaint into a bit of pink for the time being, because it's not the best. But as you can see, I'm just doing a bit of hard work, getting in this toy, getting a nice. It's not the bestly detailed sort of toy that I'm just doing here. Let me just re-implement a bit of red and white paint. So this is what I do. This is my behind the scenes of what I do. My toy reviews and stuff, hey. I often tend to do well, let's just say. Okay, so this is what I tend to do as a person who does toy reviews and stuff like that too. I'm not featuring that much because I'm just applying some paint, but I'm also really fearful that I'm actually going to apply a lot of paint. I'm just really fearful about my tablet getting dirty and stuff too, so that's why I'm just straightforward safeguarding it somehow. I'm just adding just a bit of this. I know it's not the most perfect, but I'm just adding it just to get a bit of variation. And I'm also going to add this black here. Let me just apply a bit of black. I'm just doing it very gently. Of course, I'm also watching the bristles on how this vehicle is nicely being painted. I might probably leave it to dry. I am very sorry for how rough and ready this video has been, because I can assure you that I've made this toy relatively new. It's a fairly newish sort of toy here, eh? And yeah, I never expected. I really wanted to do a very sloppy toy review, and I do apologize that, because I was going for a complete turmoil against a very stupid live streamer that I just don't really want to talk about, but I just keep on interfering him. That's the problem. And I'm just straightforward repainting some of these mishaps. Okay, I'm just straightforward showing you what through the camera right now.
and this other wheel here. Okay, I'm just painting the rims like so. So, as always, as a person who has been into like model making and painting for a long period of time, it gave me a very good chance to like focus and concentrate on what I do before I prepare my toy reviews and stuff. And this is what I tend to do. Okay, so the majority of the time I just simply paint. It's like healing an infection or some sort of misperfection, but that is what I'm doing here. I'm just fixing it just to look perfect. Okay, there you go. Somehow that's what it's like. I know it's not 100% perfect, but that is just what I'm doing. I'm trying to fix this thing and make it look good just in the way it is. And anyways, let me just tell you something about this vehicle here. This was the vehicle that straightforward took me about, well, let's just say a few days of making. And also, I mean, like months or so making, because that was also very similar to what I did with Seth MacForklift. And the way I made this model, it was, you know, like all forklift trucks, they are super difficult to manage to detail properly and stuff. And I'm just adding a bit of this, just to make it nicely detailed and whatnot. There you go. Trying to act as simple as I can, but that's what I'm on about. There you go. I'm just adding details like this. And I mean, I'm not just straightforward, just botching it very nastily for the fact that I'm just, you know, clearly just making toys in the way I really want it to be. But there you go. This is Pochi Forkstein. Do apologise for the amount of mess, but there you go. This is the toy that I finally have redone, although I've just straightforward made a bit of mess. And I straightforward made this toy relatively early because I am so desperate. In fact, I was so desperate to do a toy review today. But I do apologise. I do now learn from my mistakes of making flip-up toys relatively early. Maybe I could have just straightforward saved it until 11:45. But then, hey, it's too late now. In that case, hey, because that vehicle has been relatively new, oh well. But anyways, if you really enjoyed this very much better toy review, or maybe it's not the best toy reviews that you might have seen so far compared to what I've done so far in other previous YouTube channels, but hey, that was just me doing a complete walkthrough of fixing and modifying this toy. If you remember doing that, if you remember what I've seen on that video on how to like fix your flip-up vehicle toys and whatnot, you can go ahead and check out what that video was all about. Anyways, if you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a very good like, subscribe for more flip-up videos in the future, and as always, thanks so much for watching, see more toy reviews in the future, and bye for now.